Sure.
And your mom and dad?
My mother's an artist, and my father is semi-retired, but he's always been involved in management and some level in
So
business.
you are the most political outspoken.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Now,
Although my sister recently, she's really concerned with animal rights, and so together we have a website called stopbearfarming.com, and we're trying to put pressure on the Chinese government and different Asian governments to put an end to the practice of bear farming for the extraction of bile.
Mm-hmm.
They use bile for traditional Chinese medicine, although there's 74 alternative herbal alternatives to bile, so they don't have to. And they cage these bears so tightly in their cages for years, some of them 20 years, that after the bears are released, they can't move their heads and they can't stand up because they're basically atrophied. And it's such a brutal practice that, this is something we've started together.
All sorts of ideas you have.
Yeah, there's so much suffering in this world, and we all have to do something.
But do you think then, is it sometimes, for a child growing up, it's sometimes the amount of suffering, isn't that sometimes too enormous to grasp? And
to this age, it's very overwhelming. I get a lot of emails from individuals from around the world, but especially Iran, telling me of their problems, like confiding very serious problems with me, and that becomes a problem on my shoulder because I feel responsible. Like, this person's just told me this, now I have to do something about it. And sometimes it's so overwhelming that I just break down and cry because I don't know what else to do. After I cry, then I stand up and I say, okay, what's the next step?
But how do you stay positive? How do you how do you stay positive?
I stay positive by the amount of people that also get involved. Like when I was working on the Save Nazanin Fatehi campaign, so many individuals came together. We received 350,000 signatures on the petition. There was artists who created songs for her, poets that wrote poems for her, artists that painted pictures for her, even 12-year-old girls saying that they started an assembly in their school about her. Just these little things, like getting these kinds of messages from other people, that encouraged me so much and gave me so much hope and strength. And also I have a strong strength in God and my faith, and so that always encourages me to keep going, keep going.
What is your religion?
I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, but I don't try to advocate my religion in these things because I don't want it to be like a clash of religions rather than purely focusing on my human rights stuff.
Some your Huntington.
Yeah, no clash of civilizations. I don't want it to be a focus on that rather than focusing on my human rights.
And your mom and dad?
My father doesn't have a religion. My mother is Catholic.
But while they were living in Iran, were they Catholic?
Well, when you're born in Iran and you don't have any other religion, you're automatically born Muslim, but they never practiced the faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, when I hear you talk and when I see you, did you have any setback in life?
Of course, we all are humans.